Top 25 Control Valve Selection and Oversizing Interview Questions and Answers, 2026. 1. What is a control valve? A control valve is the final control element that regulates the flow, pressure, level, or temperature of a process by changing its opening according to a signal from the control system. 2. What is control valve sizing? Control valve sizing is the process of selecting the correct valve size and CV based on process conditions to achieve stable and efficient control. 3. What is CV in a control valve? CV, or flow coefficient, is the amount of water, measured in gallons per minute, that can flow through a valve when the pressure drop across the valve is 1 psi at a water temperature of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It indicates the flow capacity of the valve. 4. Why is accurate CV calculation important? Accurate CV calculation ensures the valve is neither oversized nor undersized, providing stable control, better efficiency, and longer valve life. 5. What process data are required to calculate CV? The required data include flow rate, inlet pressure, outlet pressure, pressure drop, delta P, fluid density, temperature, viscosity, and vapor pressure for liquids. 6. What is control valve oversizing? Control valve oversizing occurs when a valve with a CV much larger than the required process CV is selected, causing poor flow control. 7. What problems are caused by an oversized control valve? Oversized valves can cause hunting, poor control, valve oscillation, trim erosion, excessive noise, vibration, and reduced valve life. 8. How can you identify an oversized control valve? If the valve normally operates below 20% opening and the control loop is unstable, the valve is likely oversized. 9. What is the recommended operating range of a control valve? A control valve should typically operate at around 20 to 30% opening at minimum flow, 60 to 70% opening at normal flow, and 80 to 90% opening at maximum flow. 10. Why does an oversized valve cause hunting? A small valve movement produces a large flow change, causing the controller to continuously correct the process and resulting in unstable operation. 11. What is control valve undersizing? Control valve undersizing occurs when the selected valve CV is lower than the required process CV, preventing the valve from delivering sufficient flow. 12. What problems are caused by an undersized control valve? An undersized valve may remain fully open most of the time, causing insufficient flow, pressure loss, poor production, and inability to reach the process set point. 13. Why should engineers avoid selecting a valve based only on pipe size? Pipe size does not determine valve capacity. Control valves must always be selected based on calculated CV and actual process conditions. 14. What are the common control valve characteristics? The 3 common valve characteristics are equal percentage, linear, and quick opening. 15. Which valve characteristic is most commonly used in process industries? Equal percentage is the most commonly used characteristic because it provides smooth and stable control over a wide operating range. 16. What is cavitation in a control valve? Cavitation occurs when liquid pressure falls below its vapor pressure inside the valve, forming vapor bubbles that collapse and damage the valve trim. 17. What is flashing in a control valve? Flashing occurs when liquid permanently changes into vapor after passing through the valve, causing severe erosion due to high-velocity vapor flow. 18. What causes excessive noise and vibration in a control valve? High pressure drop, high flow velocity, incorrect valve sizing, or unsuitable trim design can cause excessive noise and vibration. 19. Why is valve trim material selection important? Proper trim material resists corrosion, erosion, and wear, increasing valve life and maintaining tight shut-off performance. 20. What is the purpose of the actuator in a control valve? The actuator converts the controller signal into mechanical movement to position the valve accurately under varying process conditions. 21. What is the importance of the failsafe position? The failsafe position ensures the valve moves to the safest position during loss of air or power, protecting personnel, equipment, and the process. 22. What is the difference between fail open, FO, and fail closed, FC? Fail open valves open automatically when air supply is lost, while fail closed valves automatically close to isolate the process during an emergency. 23. What are the common reasons for incorrect control valve selection? Common reasons include incorrect CV calculation, excessive safety margin, wrong valve characteristic, improper material selection, incorrect actuator sizing, and selecting based on pipe size. 24. How can engineers avoid control valve oversizing? Engineers should accurately calculate CV, use a reasonable safety margin 10 to 20%, verify valve opening at all operating conditions, select the proper valve characteristic, and review cavitation, flashing, and actuator sizing. 25. What is the best interview answer for proper control valve selection? A properly selected control valve is sized using accurate process data and CV calculations, operates within the recommended opening range, uses the correct valve characteristic, actuator, trim, and body materials, and provides stable, safe, and reliable process control with minimal maintenance. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. IIQA